It was 4 o'clock in the morning. Apart from two fishermen, no one could be seen far and wide on the banks of the river. It was raining very heavily, and there was a strong storm brewing in the river. Seeing that, instead of going into the river, both of them started tying their boat to the shore.
Friend Mangesh, this rain is fine, but the storm ruined everything.
Luck, friend Luck, that there is no fish left, even for our own food. Well, it doesn't seem like it's going to be an early morning. Let's get out of here.
Although the redness of the morning spreads first on the banks of the river, but don't know what kind of evening was going to come today, as balloon of dark clouds was not even taking the name of the decreasing from the sky, and only darkness was spread everywhere. But in between, heart-wrenching lightning crackled so loudly that for a moment it would have been all day. Mangesh was going ahead, saying his words, when Suri saw something big in the river during lightning. Seeing it, Suri's feet froze, and he started waiting for lightning to strike again, wondering what it was. He looked again, and when the lightning struck again, he saw that something like a ship was coming out of the sea on the surface of the water.
Hey Mangesh, look here. The ship is coming out from inside the sea.
As soon as he called Suri, Mangesh came back to him, pointing his finger to Suri. He asked him to look in a corner of the river, where now there was continuous lightning, and a terrible-looking ship came completely out of the sea and started moving fast towards Mangesh and Suri. So fast that, before they could understand anything, before that ship hit the shore. And to avoid it, both of them also ran away from the shore. But seeing the ship stopped, they came back after a while, then saw that the water was still falling from the ship, as if it was a waterfall. By circling here and there, they started shouting whether anyone is there or not, but no reply came back from the ship. To which Mangesh said,
It seems there is no one in this ship. Then how did it come to the shore?
Isn't there an affair of ghosts?
Suri had said this much, that only then a skeleton fell between them from the top of the ship, seeing which his condition worsened due to fear, and Suri shouted,
Let's run Mangesh from here.
Hearing Suri's screams, Mangesh also runs away from there to his colony, and they both try to sleep quietly, but can't sleep properly. The whole night, they felt as if they are trapped inside the ship among ghosts, because of which both of them woke up in the morning with a scream. As soon as they woke up, they both heard whispers from outside. When they came out, they found that the news of the ship had spread everywhere, and many government officials are investigating where the ship came from. From the old records, it came to know that this ship had gone to the river exactly 20 years ago, but never returned, and neither it was known where such a big ship had disappeared in the water.
It must have disappeared now. The ship is not bigger than the ocean.
No, friend Mangesh, I find something wrong. Even if it disappeared in the river, how did it come back? Exactly the same after 20 years. And you heard that there is no one alive in that ship. I am telling you, something is wrong.
You are such a negative person. You did not listen to the whole thing. The oil's worth is in the millions and is still left on the ship, which they will start extracting after a few days.
Yes, then?
Yes, tonight we will extract some oil, then who will know what? Anyway, looking at the weather, it does not seem that we will be able to go out in the river for a few days. But nothing, we will go tonight only and see. By tomorrow morning, both of us will be millionaires.
The plan to board that ship was not looking good to Suri. That too at night, but he could not say no to Mangesh. And at exactly 12 o'clock in the night, both of them once again reached the bank of the river. The weather was still not good. It was raining heavily with lightning. Mangesh went ahead and reached near the moving ship, and while twisting a rope stuck on the ship, and started climbing up Suri also climbed up fearfully behind him. Then there was a loud lightning in a fierce voice, and both of them collided with each other and fell on the ground. And when they got up, they found themselves not on the banks of the river, but in the middle of the raging waves of fear, where there was only water all around, and thick darkness was spread.
Oh Suri, how did this ship suddenly reach the sea? And these people?
Along with Suri, now Mangesh had also understood that something is strange on this ship. Otherwise, how would this ship, standing deserted on the shore, reach the sea? And moreover, now some people are also seen on it. But who are they? Fearing all these things, Mangesh was telling Suri, when a child went ahead, smilingly looking at Suri, and opened the door and went inside.
Now who is this boy, Suri?
Maybe I know him, but can't remember.
Before Mangesh could ask Suri something else, a voice came from behind him.
Samarth's son, don't take it easy, or you will fall.
This voice was of the captain of the ship, who was going after his son. Suri and Mangesh had seen the captain, but before the captain could go inside the door, there was a sound on his walkie-talkie, and he went back to the control room. Then Suri ran inside the door where the captain's son had gone, and Mangesh followed him. After coming down the stairs, inside the gallery there were only rooms on both sides. That captain's boy was wandering there as if looking for someone. Then his eyes fell on a door. When he looked inside the room, through the glass, on which his legs froze, fear was clearly visible on his face. He had just turned to go back, when suddenly the lights of the gallery started flickering and the ship started rocking, as if there was a big storm in the sea. Then all of a sudden the door opened, and someone grabbed the captain's boy by the legs and pulled him inside. Mangesh and Suri were watching all this happening like an idol. Both of them found it very strange, after which Mangesh did not dare to take a single step forward. But Suri's ear was echoing with the screams of that child, and he started moving towards the same side of the room, trembling with fear, from where now there was a sound of someone talking that,
Mom, I will not tell anything about you to Dad. Please let me go from here.
Let me go, so that you tell all this to your father, and then he makes my life hell. Anyway, I am tired of babysitting you. Today, I will finish you and throw you in this sea. In the eyes of the world, I am your mother. I will assure everyone by shedding 2 tears. But forever from you, I will get rid of.
when Suri hears and sees all this, he remembers that the boy is his childhood friend Samarth, with whom he often met on the river, and that woman is his stepmother, the one who married Samarth's father, only for foreign trips and money. Instead, Samarth's father just wanted from her to raise Samarth like her own child and give him mother's love. But here, everything was going in reverse. She cheated her husband on his own ship, along with his junior officer. And when Samarth saw their black act, she finished Samarth's work with a knife. Before Suri and Mangesh could do anything, the captain of the ship came running into the room with a pistol in his hand, where his son's body was lying. Seeing the captain, his junior officer was about to run away when he shot him on sight. The junior officer was killed there, but that woman could not understand that how the captain came to know about all this. Only then her eyes went to the walkie-talkie kept in Samarth's hand, and she understood everything, after which she started pleading in front of the captain.
Baby, there is nothing like you are thinking. Please give me a chance to explain my point.
The captain, without listening to anything else, fired the remaining bullet into his chest and was about to leave the room with his son's dead body in his arms. Then the ship got a sharp jolt, and along with the captain, Mangesh and Suri also fell down, swaying here and there. Then the voice came from the walkie-talkie, lying beside the captain.
Sir, our ship is caught in the midst of a storm. If you don't come now, everything will go out of control.
There, the whole control room was looking at their death in the storm, and their last hope was looking for the captain. But their captain was no longer the captain, but had become an unfortunate father, holding the son's dead body in his hand, whom nothing else was visible. Suri understood that this is his childhood friend only, who is showing his own past to him. But Mangesh wanted the captain to save the ship from sinking. Otherwise, both of them would also be killed. But Suri knew that nothing was in his hands. He took Mangesh with him, came on top of the ship, where everyone was seeing their death in front of the dark sea. A stampede broke out among the crew members. Only then a wave touched the sky and took the ship in its lap and found it back in the sea. Mangesh and Suri were trying to save themselves from drowning, but now his eyes started closing. When he opened his eyes, he was lying dejected under that ship on the shore. The rain was still falling lightly, and there was lightning. As soon as he regained consciousness, Suri picked up Mangesh, who said as soon as he woke up,
Forget the oil. Suri, save life first and run away from here.
As soon as Mangesh said this, he ran away from there, and Suri started remembering his childhood friend Samarth, who kept his friendship even after his death, because he had to remind Suri that he had a childhood friend too, who went to this dark sea, but never came back.